Welcome to the pulsating heart of music, the city where soul meets jazz and creates a rhythm like no other, New Orleans. An effervescent city with a vibrant nightlife, New Orleans is the birthplace of jazz and a hub of soul music. It's a city where music is not just entertainment, but a way of life, echoing through the streets, the food, the people, and their stories. Now imagine this city's influence on an artist with a sound as distinctive and eclectic as Anderson Paak. Raised in California, Paak is known for his unique blend of funk, R&B, hip-hop, and soul. But the city of New Orleans has a special place in his heart and his music. You see, New Orleans is where Paak found a rhythm that resonated with his own, a rhythm that would eventually influence his sound and his career in profound ways. So what is it about New Orleans that has such a profound impact on artists like Paak? It's the city's soul, a soul that is deeply rooted in its music. The rhythm of New Orleans is a mix of the city's rich history, its vibrant culture, and its undying spirit. It's a rhythm that's infectious. Once it gets into your system, you can't help but move to its beat. New Orleans is not just a city, it's a living, breathing entity, pulsating with the rhythm of soul music. And it's this rhythm, this beat, this soul, that has found its way into the music of Anderson Paak. The city's influence is evident in Paak's sound, a sound that is as diverse and vibrant as the city itself. But how exactly did the soul of New Orleans shape the music of Anderson Paak? How did this city's rhythm find its way into his beats? And how does Paak keep the legacy of New Orleans' soul alive in his music? Well, that's a journey we're about to embark on. So buckle up, and let's dive into the life of Anderson Paak and discover how this city's soulful rhythm found its way into his music. Born in Oxnard, California, Anderson Paak's journey towards the soulful rhythm of New Orleans was far from predictable. Raised in an environment where gospel music reigned supreme, the young Anderson found himself drawn to the drums at just 11 years of age. His love for rhythm was innate, but it was his discovery of New Orleans soul music that truly shaped his musical identity. In his formative years, Anderson Paak was captivated by the vibrant beats of New Orleans, a city brimming with musical heritage. The soulful rhythm of the meters, the lyrical genius of Allen Toussaint, and the raw energy of the city's street musicians, it was a world away from the gospel tunes of his childhood. And so a young man from California found himself entranced by the soul of New Orleans. His fascination was not merely a passing interest, but a profound connection that would later become a defining element of his musical style. The rhythm, the energy, the raw emotion, it was all there in the music of New Orleans, and Anderson Paak was eager to absorb it all. His journey took a significant turn when he decided to move to New Orleans. It was a daring leap, but one that Anderson Paak was willing to take for his love of music. Immersed in the city's vibrant musical culture, he found a new rhythm, a new energy, and a new voice. The influence of New Orleans soul music on Anderson Paak's style is unmistakable. The rhythmic complexity, the soulful melodies, the raw emotion, it's all there, embedded in his tracks. The city's music didn't just influence him, it became a part of him, ingrained in his musical DNA. His move to New Orleans marked a pivotal point in his musical journey, as the city's soul music left a lasting imprint on his tracks. And while his style has evolved over the years, the soul of New Orleans continues to beat in the heart of Anderson Paak's music. New Orleans soul music is a unique blend of funk, R&B, and jazz, creating a rhythm that resonates with the city's vibrant culture. It's a sonic gumbo, a musical jambalaya that's as rich and diverse as the city itself. This genre is not just about the beats, the melodies, or the lyrics. It's about the soul of the city, its history, its struggles, its triumphs, and its will to keep dancing. Imagine walking down the streets of New Orleans, the air thick with the scent of Creole spices and the sound of trumpets, trombones, and saxophones filling the air. This is where soul music lives and breathes, in every corner, every alley, every jazz club, and every recording studio. It's in the rhythm of the second-line parades, the swing of the jazz funerals, the pulse of the Mardi Gras celebrations. New Orleans soul is characterized by its distinctive rhythms, its funky bass lines, its brassy horn sections, and its emotive, gospel-infused vocals. It's a style that's deeply rooted in the African-American experience, drawing on the spiritual depth of gospel, the raw emotion of blues, the sophistication of jazz, and the infectious energy of funk. The city's music studios, like the legendary C. Saint and Cosimo Matassa's J&M, have been instrumental in shaping this sound. These studios have been the birthplace of countless soul classics, nurturing the talents of icons like Fats Domino, Irma Thomas, and Aaron Neville. They've been the setting for musical magic, where raw talent meets creative innovation, resulting in a sound that's unmistakably New Orleans. This distinctive sound and rhythm have found their way into the music of many artists, including Anderson Paak. As we delve deeper into his music, we'll discover how the soul of New Orleans has influenced his unique style, adding a touch of that Crescent City flavor to his California cool. Anderson Paak's music is a testament to the influence of New Orleans soul, with its unique blend of rhythm and melodies. He is a maestro, using the symphony of his experiences and influences to create a sound that is distinctly his own, yet deeply rooted in the soulful legacy of the Crescent City. Born and raised in California, Anderson Paak's journey to the soulful sounds of New Orleans was not a straight path. It was a journey of discovery, exploration, and infatuation. Yet once he experienced the soulful magic of New Orleans, he was hooked. He immersed himself in the music, the culture, and the people, absorbing every note and rhythm, every story and emotion. His albums bear the unmistakable stamp of New Orleans soul. Take Malibu, for instance. The album is a rich tapestry of sounds and narratives that encapsulate the essence of New Orleans soul. You can hear the infectious beat of the second-line parades, the haunting melodies of the blues, the vibrant energy of jazz, and the raw emotion of gospel. It's a symphony of sounds that, much like the city itself, is both timeless and constantly evolving. Another example is his hit single, Come Down. The song is a perfect blend of funk, R&B, and jazz, the three elements that define New Orleans soul. It's a testament to Anderson Paak's ability to seamlessly blend different genres and influences, creating a sound that is both unique and familiar. The lyrics, too, echo the spirit of New Orleans, with its tales of struggle, resilience, and celebration. Anderson Paak's music is not just a tribute to New Orleans soul, it's a continuation of its legacy. He understands that soul music is not just about the notes and the beats, it's about the stories, the emotions, the experiences. It's about expressing the human condition in its rawest and most authentic form. Anderson Paak is not just a musician, he's a storyteller, a poet, a soul man. His music not only reflects his love for this genre, but also his dedication to keeping its legacy alive. Through his music, Anderson Paak is not just preserving the soul of New Orleans, he's redefining it, reshaping it, and ensuring its place in the annals of music history. Anderson Paak, along with other contemporary artists, is keeping the legacy of New Orleans soul music alive. This isn't just about paying homage to a genre, it's about preserving a unique musical heritage that has shaped and continues to shape the world of music. For instance, artists like Leon Bridges and Gary Clark Jr. draw heavily from this rich tradition, infusing their music with the distinctive rhythms and soulful melodies that define New Orleans. But it's not just about the past. These artists are reinterpreting New Orleans soul for a new era, blending old-school sounds with fresh perspectives to create something entirely their own. And through their music, they're introducing a new generation to the soulful sounds of the Big Easy. They're keeping the spirit of New Orleans alive, ensuring its music will continue to inspire and captivate listeners for years to come. Their music is a tribute to the soulful rhythm of New Orleans, ensuring its legacy continues to resonate with future generations. From the vibrant streets of New Orleans to the soulful beats of Anderson Paak's music, we've explored a musical journey like no other. We've traced the roots of Anderson's sound, from his early life in California to his transformative time in New Orleans, and discovered the profound influence of the city's soul music on his own unique style. We've delved into the heart of New Orleans soul, a genre rich with the rhythms of funk, the emotion of R&B, and the improvisation of jazz. We've shown a spotlight on Anderson's harmonious blend of these elements, creating a symphony that is both nostalgic and innovative. We've also acknowledged the role of Anderson and other contemporary artists in preserving and promoting the legacy of New Orleans soul, ensuring that its unique rhythm continues to resonate with audiences worldwide. So go ahead, explore more of New Orleans soul music and immerse yourself in its captivating rhythm. Don't forget to share this journey with others and subscribe to our channel for more musical explorations.